Hearts, a franchise 14 years in the making and arguably one of the most nostalgia-prone games in history. When I first saw the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2 on my TV as a wee lass, I begged my dad to get it for me for my birthday, but being a video game buff himself, he insisted I play the first game before I jumped through the story and got confused. And boy, was this game a journey. My 9-year-old brain was in awe. Exciting characters, sinister villains, gorgeous graphics for your PS2, a confusing story, difficult boss battles that took me 2 months to beat! But I digress. I'm not here to tell you how great I thought the game was at the tender age of 9. I'm here to dig into the nitty-gritty, to give an actual, mainly objective review of the interworkings that is the Kingdom Hearts franchise. So, to start off, Kingdom Hearts was created purely out of chance, as Square Enix game director Shinji Hashimoto found himself in an elevator with a top executive from Disney. Having a plan for an open-world RPG reminiscent of Super Mario 64, Hashimoto pitched the idea to the producer and officially started production on the project in February of 2000, with Tetsuya Nomura as director. As Disney is very finicky with their branding and collaborations, it was quite a shock to Disney fans and Final Fantasy fans alike when the seemingly unlikely crossover was announced. The concept was originally met with scrutiny, but as time will tell, the game was an instant success, warranting a sequel 5 years after its release. The game itself is an amalgamation of whimsy and what the fuck. A perfect blend of lovable antics and soul-crushing reality with themes such as growing up and leaving things you love behind, growing apart from your friends you once considered close, running away on a shitty raft that only has enough supplies for like a day, darkness consuming everything you know and love, your friend kidnapping your comatose girlfriend and becoming a villain, and suicide. But boy, if those gummy rides aren't fun! In the beginning of the game, we're introduced to our protagonist Sora, a somewhat simple-minded 14-year-old who is impulsive and quick to take offense. He is awoken from a fever dream by the plucky girl Kyrie, whose only character trait is the token girl. No, really. Besides her giggling and having an existential crisis, she has no character. Shame really, because she's really cute. Wait. We then meet our anti-hero Riku, an emo heartthrob who loves showing off, but in a nice way? It's confusing who he's showing off for. Probably Sora. Also, that log totally crushed a rib, just saying. The three fall into the best friends forever, but not really trope, as Sora is quick to abandon his super nice friend for a duck and a dog. Rip. As for the plot of this game, well, it's definitely a ride. Sora, Riku, and Kyrie all live on Destiny Islands, a tiny island off the mainland. Kyrie moved to the island at a young age and has no clue as to where she came from.
Say, Kyrie, what was your hometown like? You know, where you grew up?
I've told you before. I don't remember.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
This is never explained until the second game, so don't worry about it. So on Destiny Islands, it's strictly kids only, as no adults are to be seen. Except for Waka. He's at least 20, right? So the day before they set sail to New Worlds, a horrible storm looms over the island, and darkness begins to consume it.
Oh no! The raft!
Riku, being the dark and conflicted character of the game, decides to join the darkness rather than fight it, thus securing his freedom. Which, spoilers, of course doesn't work out when you're a pawn of the darkness now, bro. Sora is then given a weapon to defend himself against the darkness. A totally unique weapon that only chooses one master. Yeah, that worked out well. Keyblade in hand, which is, yes, just a literal giant key, Sora goes to find Kyrie, but she's a ghost now. That's also never explained. I guess you just need to give him motivation outside of avenging his home? Whatever. Finally, Sora is sucked into the darkness, leaving you with a depressing shot of his mother calling to him in an empty room.
Sora! Dinner's ready! Come on down! Sora?
Seriously, his mom is never mentioned again. Ever. Not even in the sequels. Did he just assume she was dead? Cause she was on the main island and the storm of darkness was pretty concentrated over Destiny Island, so I'm sure she's fine. After being awoken via convenient plot Pluto, Sora finds himself in Traverse Town, where he meets up with Donald and Goofy and team up thanks to direct orders from King Mickey. Yeah, that's right. King. Together, Sora, Donald, and Goofy travel to different Disney worlds to rid them of darkness. Worlds like Wonderland, the Colosseum, Deep Jungle, Agrabah, Halloween Town, Monstro, which is the worst one ever in my opinion. I hate Monstro so much, that stupid fucking whale. Atlantica, Neverland, Hollow Bastion, End of the World. The last two being the only worlds besides Traverse Town not to be based on Disney movies. Each world develops a story and moves the plot along until we reach Hollow Bastion, where shit gets real. Basically, we learned that Riku was meant to be the true wielder of the Keyblade, as Riku had the strongest heart, yet it was passed to Sora when Riku was consumed by the darkness. Sora, dejected that he was yet again only a second choice, doubts himself and his heart weakens, prompting the Keyblade to relinquish Sora as its master and move on to Riku.
But that's impossible. How did this happen? I'm the one who fought my way here with the Keyblade!
You were just the delivery boy.
Donald and Goofy ditch Sora because their orders were to follow the Keyblade wielder, so they peace out as if they didn't go on a soul-bearing journey with this kid.
Sora! Sorry.
Thus, Sora is left with only a wooden sword and a beast. Yeah, Prince Adam, aka the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, was in this scene the whole time. Kind of ruins the emotional integrity of the scene, yeah? So via a contrived lesson about staying true to yourself and believing in your heart and capabilities, the Keyblade yet again chooses Sora as its true master. Honestly, the whole conflict lasted 5 minutes. What was even the point? So after a battle with normal Maleficent and awesome Dragon Maleficent, we are delivered the most iconic and ironically hated scene in the entire game. Mainly because the next boss is near impossible if you're 9 and also have no idea how powering up in an RPG works. So every game over meant listening to that godforsaken voice acting that still haunts me in my dreams to this day.
Kyrie! Kyrie! Open your eyes!
It's no use. That girl has lost her heart. She cannot wake up.
Whoever you are, let Riku go! Give him back his heart!
But first, you must give the princess back her heart.
Kyrie's
Inside me?
Forget it! There's no way you're taking Kyrie's heart!
Fast forward to the end of the battle, and oh no, the only way to save the girl is to literally commit suicide. It's blatant suicide, guys. This game is rated E. So after a teary scene of Sora dying in Kyrie's arms, a dramatic reveal of the villain threatens to finish off our heroes. But what? Could it be? It is! Thank God for confusingly ghostly Riku paralyzing our main villain. I'm sure that will never be explained. The heroes get away and we're left with the single Heartless bobbing around. This blew my mind as a kid. You get to play as a Heartless. Not just any Heartless, but the Heartless that was created from Sora's dead heart. So after bumbling around as a Heartless for a bit, you run into Kyrie, Donald, and Goofy again. And in an act to save her own character development, Kyrie recognizes Sora and protects him from the oncoming Heartless attack, bringing him back to life. For some reason. Finally, we are met with our final boss, Ansem. After beating his 3 forms in one go, we get this cute speech about how light will always beat darkness, good beats evil, love conquers all, blah blah blah.
You're wrong. I know now, without a doubt. Kingdom Hearts is light!
Light! But why?
The day is just about saved, but more contrived bullshit happens so we can have a dramatic ending. Basically, in order to seal off the evil for good, there must be a person on either side of the door to darkness, which is stupid and dumb. So Riku sacrifices himself to save his friends.
Take care of her.
And Kyrie is returned to restored Destiny Islands, leaving Sora to fight another day alongside Donald and Goofy. And that's the basics of Kingdom Hearts. Now, despite all of its flaws like janky voice acting, stunted controls, hard to understand interface, contrived plot points, cringy dialogue, the game holds its own. With its powerful nostalgia, unique style, huge immersive worlds, it's more than worth your time and money. Or just watch all the cutscenes on khvids.net. which is conveniently where I got all these clips from. Tune in next time when I tackle Kingdom Hearts 2 and revealing some of the controversy and interesting plot points that go with it. That's it for this episode of Let's Break It Down. I'll see you next time.